Welcome to the channel, welcome to the Yay or Nay series for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. If you've seen my Yay or Nay series for Smash Bros, you will know exactly what this is. If you haven't seen that, allow me to briefly explain. Each Yay or Nay video will discuss one specific character by going over their background, possible moves, maybe even talk about some fun facts about the character and series, and then at the end we'll answer the very important question. You want to see this character in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl as a playable character? Yay or nay? Pretty simple. Those are your two options, yay or nay. Be decisive. But that is it. There's the intro. Let's get into the rest of the video. Hey, welcome back to another yay or nay episode. Today, we got a brand new one for you guys. And it's going to be all about Daggett and Norbert from the Angry Beavers. And this could be another fun 2-in-1 character. And I literally mean like 2-in-1 type of deal. So like, I can envision these guys kind of playing similarly to how, say, Pyra and Mythra play, how they transform into each other. Pyra and Mythra have a lot of the same attacks. There are a few different ones, and that's kind of how I could see the Angry Beavers end up playing out. Maybe they got like a tag out system or something. You know, you control Daggett, for example. He's the one running around on the battlefield, and then say Norbert's just hanging around in the background on the stage somewhere, right? He's just kind of hanging out, and then you hit, say, down special, and that kind of swaps the two. I don't know, it'd be a fun idea, gets both the Beavers involved. Both of them would have very similar hitboxes, if not very identical. Probably the same sort of frame data. So you could kind of, in a way, they're kind of clones of each other, but you could separate them with different attacks. So, for example, maybe Daggett could have a few faster attacks. Norbert maybe, I don't know, a bit stronger, but then their special attacks could be like completely different from one another. So you could separate the two. You can make them not completely, but you can make both of them different while feeling unique enough to themselves, but they're still kind of the same character. So you get, like the roster would get, a benefit from having, it's going to be one character, but you can essentially make two. I mean, that's what clones are. That's what Echo Fighters are, right? You essentially take one character and you just make another copy and change it up a little bit. And I think you could do that with the Angry Beavers, so let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into the first attack, shall we? And I'm not sure what to really call this one other than the tree chew, the tree munch. I don't really know what to call this, but here's how the move would work. It would have the Beavers basically chew straight through a tree. A tree just kind of comes shooting up out of nowhere, and whoever it is, Daggett or Norbert, they basically furiously, they just chew right through the entire tree. Then the tree ends up, falling down in the direction. So let me put it this way. If you're using this move and the character ends up going left, the tree ends up falling right. So the tree will fall in the direction that the beaver was coming from, if that makes sense. Hopefully the screenshots kind of helped out a little bit, but it kind of gives the character, Daggett or Norbert, a little bit of mobility. They can kind of use this to help recover, and then of course the tree falling down would be the one that deals the damage, and then of course the tree could be, decently sized, so it would have like a pretty long hitbox, and I don't know, it'd just be a fun little deal. They are beavers after all, right? They love wood, they build dams and all that sort of stuff, so could be a fun idea, and again, could help with kind of like horizontal recovery in a way. So yeah, there you go. Next one, kind of like the first one, this attack can also be used by both Daggett or Norbert, whoever you want to end up using, but this one is like the pillow smack. I think this was from the episode where they I forget the name of the episode, but I think they're trying to fall asleep, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, they both take turns like hitting each other with a pillow. So yeah, a pillow. Okay, I know it's not like, yeah, you're not going to envision a pillow fight in this game, but come on, this game would be so awesome to have a character that could literally have a pillow fight with somebody. So yeah, getting hit with a pillow, it's not going to be the best offensive move, but the attack could be kind of like a light attack, one of the light attacks for the Beavers. Not going to be a strong attack because, again, it is a pillow, but it'd be quick. It wouldn't do a ton of damage, but, due to its move speed, I think you could easily string this into a couple other attacks depending on what else the Beavers might have up their sleeve. Next up is another, log sort of based move. Again, beavers, dams, wood, you get it. But this one, the log spike. Now, this attack would have one of the beavers, whichever one you're controlling, it would have them take a wood log and slam it into the ground, or I guess just onto their opponent if they happen to be in the right spot. But this attack could be their strong down, I suppose. This could be a strong down air as well. Basically, it deals pretty big damage. The sort of move, like I said, it does kind of work perfectly for down strong or the down air. So, and it could even have the possibility of, say, spiking an opponent, because maybe the log that they take, it's kind of got that pointed end. So there might be a sweet spot on there if you want to go that route for the type of attack. But yeah, take the big log, jam it straight downwards, and hopefully you hit your opponent with it. So yeah, strong down air or just strong down works perfectly for this move. All right, so now here comes one of the, I guess this could be a special move, or maybe it could be one of their, I don't know exactly where to put this, but this is kind of where you could start to separate the beavers just a little bit from each other. Again, going back to the Pyromithra thing, where they kind of have a lot of the similar attacks, but they do have a few different attacks that kind of separate themselves. This is where one of them would come in, and I call this one like the beaver booty bump. I think that's what I wrote down. Yeah, beaver booty bump. All right, that's a weird name, but if I kind of took a little inspiration from Dog from Cat Dog's moveset, you know, where Dog gets really buff during his move. What about we have that for Daggett for one of his attacks? Daggett just gets extremely fat real quick. He gets really big, really, well, yeah, fat. And then he just kind of delivers like a booty bump. He kind of just like swings around his rear end and hits it into somebody, right? It's more comical than anything, but, you know, the big hitbox would make this a pretty reliable move. And again, this would only be for Daggett, which leaves, I don't know, something else for Norbert to use. But, yeah, there's plenty of things Daggett could do that Norbert might not be able to, and then vice versa. But, yeah, for this one, the big beaver booty bump, yeah, we'll go with that. Time to talk about alternate skins. Now, again, actually for the Angry Beavers, there's quite a bit of alternate costumes that they donned during their episodes. So there's quite a bit to choose from. But I think the first one that will come to most Angry Beaver fans, come to their minds, Muscular Beaver. I mean, come on. This one, it's an all-time classic for Angry Beaver fans. If alternate skins, alternate costumes do become a thing, and if Daggett and Norbert end up becoming playable, this would have to be towards the top of the list for, I guess, costumes that people would want / expect for him. So it's just kind of a simple one. He dons his little superhero get-up outfit, and yeah, maybe if they also add in voice lines later on, he can actually yell out, Muscular Beaver! I don't know, be kind of fun. Second alternate costume is actually one for both characters. So, another look that they could have is from the episode where I believe they get involved with some sort of like competitive step dancing crew or something like that, if my memory serves correctly. But both Beavers would end up wearing, well, this outfit from the episode. It does look stylish and you know, kind of, you know, fits the, I guess, the idea of alternate costume, because, well, it is an alternate costume. So I didn't really write much down for this one. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, now Angry Beavers as a show. This wasn't one of the most popular shows by any stretch of the imagination. It just, it was around. It definitely had its fans, no doubt. But its humor, I think, was kind of put some people off. It wasn't necessarily your typical kind of Nicktoon show. This definitely had its own sort of take. Some people kind of compare it to Ren and Stimpy in a way, you know, for their crude humor. If you got the jokes back then, it was kind of like, oh wow, they went with something like that. That's kind of interesting. So the show itself, I had fun with a kid. I'm sure there's many jokes that went over my head that I just completely forgot about or just didn't understand. But the show was fun. I liked the two brothers kind of going back and forth with each other, trying to outdo each other or trying to just work together to do whatever it was. The show was very fun. It did run for, well, several seasons. And, you know, seeing these guys, bringing them back, of course, you get the nostalgia factor, which a lot of people like. Nickelodeon does seem like they're kind of going for that in this game with quite a few of the characters that they've chosen. So nostalgia might be a factor if these characters were to come into the thing. But I think for me, very easily, I'm giving the characters a big yay. I would love to see these characters, like I said at the very beginning. I do believe these guys could work very well as a Pyra Mithra type of character with the swap mechanic. Just poof, like I get kind of with the Pokemon trainer, like how the trainers in the background. So, but that would be like Beaver number 2, and then you hit down special. So obviously both characters down special would be Beaver swap. So, simple idea for the moves, but there's a lot that they could really bring to the table. I do feel like a 2-in-1 character, somebody that kind of has an echo fighter, a clone fighter of themselves, but again, you could go with some different air attacks, possibly different special attacks all around, just to make them feel a bit more unique. Would always be a good way to go. But like I said, they get a yay for me, no doubt. Let me know what you guys think about the Angry Beavers. Would you like to see them in the game? Well, that's pretty much the whole point of the series. Yay or nay. That is it for this week. So yes, it is time for an updated stats for the Yay or Nay series. So take a look. And here are the first 6 characters that we did for the series. Timmy Turner, Shredder, Jenny Wakeman, Rocco, Jimmy Neutron, and Garfield. These are not organized by percentages, but maybe I do that next time. But either way, every character got some votes this week. So we'll start with Timmy Turner. He's up to 119 total votes, 114 yays, 5 nays. Timmy did get 1 additional nay as opposed to last week. So his percentage drops down to 95.7 a little bit. So yeah, that happens, but oh well. Next up is Shredder, who now has 93 total votes, 85 yays, and 8 nays. Shredder dropped percentage-wise a very little bit as well. He's now down to 91.3%. That's a yay to nay ratio. And then we get Jenny Wakeman up to 128 total votes, 125 yays, still just the 3 nays. And Jenny comes in with a 97.6%. Following Jenny, we got Rocco, who moved up to the century mark for total number of votes. He's now up to 100 total votes. And he's got 93 yays and 7 nays. So Rocco comes in with a 93%. His percentage went up this week. So I think he had 6 or 7 votes this week, and they were all yays. So good for Rocco there. Next up, we got Jimmy Neutron, who also happened to hit the century mark for the total number of votes. He's now at, 100 total votes, 98 yays, and 2 nays. He did get 1 additional nay this week, so Jimmy does lead the way in total percentage overall. He's at a 98%. And then rounding out the top 6, or the first 6, I should say, is Garfield, who has 126 total votes, and now 102 yays. 102 yays for Garfield. That's crazy, man. And then he's got 24 nays, but Garfield moves back up above 80%, where he's sitting at an 80.9% yes to no ratio. And now we move on to the next, or the final 4 characters that we have stats for. Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. He's now up to 110 total votes, 57 yays, 53 nays, and Tommy comes in with a 51.8%. Miko from Glitch Tex has 94 total votes, 75 yays, 19 nays, and she dropped below 80%. She's now at 79.7. And then the 2 new characters from last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, technically. Either way, Squidward comes in first. He now has, he debuts with 105 total votes, 94 total yays. Yep, there's some Squidward fans out there. There's definitely some Squidward fans. But he did have 11 nays. So Squidward comes in at a very respectable 89.5% yes to no ratio. And then the last character, I was curious to see how this one was going to play out for, the character-wise, just to see how many people actually knew him. But it is Manny, or El Tigre. 103 total votes. That's pretty dang good, man. That's more votes than Jimmy Neutron or Rocco has, total-wise. So, yeah, put that into perspective real quick. But, 103 total votes, 89 yays for this character. That's pretty cool. And then 14 nays. So, El Tigre, Manny, comes in with an 86.4%. That is going to do it for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, we'll be back again this weekend with some more yay or nay videos. I think this one was a little later than usual, but it's out nonetheless. Hope you guys enjoyed the series as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.